Celtic in the Champions League, picking up a point against Club Brugge. What did you make of that one?
I think a lot of the Celtic fans will probably agree with me when I say that Club Brugge on the night were probably the better team. But that's what you've got to do in the Champions League. Celtic, I think they would have been delighted with a point after the game, maybe hoping, kind of following on from that fantastic performance against RB Leipzig last time out. But you take a point and you look at where they're at in the group stages. They're 20th in the league standings and 4 points clear currently of the team missing out in 25th place. So I know you're going to talk to us a bit about the Opta stats, but they've got to be fancying their chances to get through.
I think what you said there, Brendan Rodgers picked up on after the game, where he was saying that he really impressed with the resolve of that Celtic team when not playing well to dig out a result. And I think, like you said, that's exactly what's expected at this level. You might not be having the best game, but I think Brendan Rodgers' own words were, when you give up 45 minutes like that, and I think that was the case the other night. They really let Club Brugge really have dominance in that opening period, but the second half they came back into it, and really it wouldn't have surprised me if Celtic won that game in the last 10 minutes. They looked as though they had the momentum, they looked as though they were the team going forward, and like you said, touch a little bit on the percentages round about Celtic in this campaign. Where they stand just now with 8 points, with 3 games left, currently, if they were to only pick up those 8 points, they still have a 13% chance of making it through. Okay. Now, of course, they still have to play Dinamo Zagreb away, Young Boys at home, and Aston Villa away. Now, how Celtic have been playing in this competition so far, you would expect them to pick up some more points from that. If they were to get one more point, that jumps to 42% to making it into the last 24 via those playoff places. And if they were to get another point on top of that, which is entirely not inconceivable given their fixtures to come up, that goes to a 94% chance rather of playing European football beyond these early stages.
One more victory, I feel, for Celtic fans. They will know. I think the stat, I saw it, 99.8%. If they were to get one more victory, I think we can all agree that's them through. They'll be playing a playoff round at least, and if they get a few more victories, you never know, who knows. But I think we have to talk about it, and I think Brendan Rodgers is going to mention it as well. This new setup, I think Celtic, they're benefiting from it, not having to play the same teams, not getting a potentially horrendous draw. We've already spoken about it on this show. They did get one of the nicest draws out there, and Brendan Rodgers, let's listen from him about what he thinks about the new format.
Well, I think that's obviously the idea of it, to open it up. And because, like I say, you know, notoriously, for the time I've been here, we've been a pot 4 team, and you're playing against top sides, and especially in this modern era, that can be a real challenge. But I think tonight you've seen a really good game. One side, they were better than us first half, I felt. Second half we responded really, really well, and it still gives both teams a chance to make through into that playoff stage. So I think from our perspective, it's great on a number of aspects, and an opportunity is one of them.
Celtic obviously are the only team from Scotland in the Champions League, but the format, it runs all the way through the Europa League and the Conference League, and Rangers last night, Blair, a stunning performance from Philippe Clement's men.
Yeah, I don't understand this Rangers team. I'm trying my best to comprehend what they are, and after the disappointment of the weekend, drawing against Dundee United, I know you were there at Ibrox, you heard the discontent amongst the Ibrox support, and there was even whispers earlier in the week that it could be curtains for Philippe Clement. They turned up on the French Riviera last night, and they put 4 past a team who are flying in League One. It baffles me. Now, don't get me wrong, Nice have not been having a good European campaign. They're still yet to have a win in that competition, but the way that Rangers aggressively went after that Nice side, who, albeit are in the throes of an injury crisis on their own. I mean, the defending from Nice, some of it was comical at times, just giving the ball away. But I want to talk about Hamza Ygman. This young man, 22 years old. I know there was a little bit of debate about, can he be still classed as an up-and-comer at 22? We're all very quick to write people off if they're not already made by 19. We all say they're not run for the future. But his performance last night, I really felt it was a coming-of-age performance in a Rangers jersey. It's maybe not so much even his goals, but the assist for Václav Černy's first goal, where he runs across the back 4, takes it on his chest, and then lays it off to Černy. That for me is excellent centre-forward play, and it just shows his mobility and his game intelligence, and I was very impressed.
There's nothing more I enjoy than what I saw last night, and that is when someone on Twitter just has a massive egg in their face. You saw it in the first half. People were writing comment after comment about Hamza Ygman. He's not ready, he's not built for this stage, he's not that kind of quality. And there he goes, scores a goal, another couple, an assist. What a performance from him. And he's left Rangers in a fantastic position for automatic qualification. They're 8th in the league table. And Philippe Clement will be hoping that his side can avoid all of that playoffs. There's some big teams just behind them, but they'll be hoping they can go all the way.
Looking to buy a car? Click the link below.